get moving forward, you don't know. You don't know what the hell is going on with me because you don't know me and you didn't ask. You know, I'm not dick whipped. Are you kidding me? You must be crazy. I don't think so. The door goes both ways. The first thing I would ask is if someone said, "Well, yeah, and she won't go away. She won't leave me alone." Okay, you doing this and you doing that. You don't want to be where you are. Why don't you leave? Outside, inside, it's two ways. You know what I'm saying? That you don't come in the door and shut it and it don't open back up. You know what I mean? Ah. So I'm not doing anything to anybody. I'm not keeping anybody from anybody. I'm not keeping anybody apart from anybody. I'm not make don't go to this one, don't go to I don't give a shit. I personally don't care. I knew the situation about people, certain people, long time ago, pulled back my energy at the point when I knew I had to. All that lovey that pillow talk, I don't think so. No, no, no. If you pillow talking, go right ahead. Don't bother me a bit. Ain't asking for nothing. Don't want nothing. I'm good. I'm moving forward. I was, this is a part of me that I've been working on. I always put other people first. You know what I mean? Before I do myself. It's not that I don't love myself. It's the way I'm made. You know what I mean? I feel like really strongly like it's a part of me because it's a part of the mission and the journey that I'm on. You know what I mean? This way, me being like this, no one that needs to go gets left behind because I'm going to make sure of that. You know, I'm going to make sure that there isn't a person under a rock, under a tree, underwater that I am going to miss. I'm not going to miss anyone. If you are supposed to go, I'm going to make sure you go. You're going to be where you're supposed to be. If you're in this journey for the next shifting and the level moving forward, it's my job, it's my obligation it's the contract I signed. I'm going to make sure if there's just one seat left in the back, you're going to be in it. And I can't help the fact that I feel that way. I mean, it doesn't matter to me who it is. If I can do something or say something that's going to help use your free will to bring you back to the warrior on the side where you're supposed to be, I'm going to do it. Now, that don't have nothing to do with jumping in the bed. You did it already? Okay. Being lovey-dovey or jumping in and out of the bed with people, that ain't got nothing to do with that. This is a mission. And my mission, I'm very, very serious about. I signed that contract. And if I can say anything or do something for a person that's going to help them use their free will and come back to this side, I want to ruin the devil's day all day long. I'm going to do it because I want them to come. I don't want them to be left. I want them to come. So people don't know you. They just assume because of things that they know that they would do or why they would do something. My reasons for doing the things that I do have nothing to do with any reasons of anybody else. you know, but it does not stop people from judging me. Ask me. Ask me. I'm not going to leave one person behind that shouldn't be left behind. Divine, if that's what you entrusted in me, and that's why I have all the things that I have. I know why I do. I know who I am. I don't have to run around and tell anybody who I am. That will come out of me and come out of them what they'll see with the interacting that they do with me. I'm not going to force nobody. I'm not going to chase nobody. I'm not going to, be my friend. This is a time we all have to come together. We got to pull together and pull those who need just that one last yank. And that's one of the assignments that was given to me. It was bestowed to me. So nobody's going to be watching everything go by, and everybody, like you on your way just, to visit grandma's house for the weekend. You're waving bye to your neighbors. No, there's no coming back to grandma's house. I can't turn my head or close my eyes when all of that stuff is going on, even to think a little bit that there is someone there that should be over there in that chair. That chair is supposed to be full. Someone's supposed to be in it, and I'm going to make sure that they're in it. And I don't care who the person is, what they did, what they didn't do. That's not for me to judge. That's for divine to work. That's his job. He works that with that person. That's their relationship. If he feels that person can be washed down and cleaned up, who am I to tell him that he can't? Because I know that he can. And he knows me enough to know I ain't leaving nobody. I'm not leaving nobody that's supposed to be, put it how you want, on that bus. They gonna be on there. Don't judge me. Don't assume anything about me. Ask me. I have no problem telling you. I'm proud, and that's for one thing. I love the assignments. And I said S. Yes, I have been given quite a few assignments. And I'm proud of every one of them. And I'm going to do every one of them. So all of that evil eye, all that throwing and all the things that, going to... At first, it felt kind of scary. And then I noticed doing certain, like if I just did something really small, things on that, things would happen. Or people would say something, or something changed somewhere, even though I didn't see it. Someone else saw it. I didn't see it, but I did something really small, or I said something, one or two words, and things started changing. There was movement. And I paid attention while, if I did this, or if I did that, or if I said this, or I said that, or if something happened. Things were changed. Things moved. They start moving. So when I started realizing if I did say this or whatever, that things would move, or things would change, or thoughts, whatever went to people's heads or didn't, or what, I started relaxing, because I knew he had me. God, he got me. I know that. I was afraid at first, but when I noticed that, it's like, it's like wave your hand. Something happens. Things start moving. And that's why I don't understand why people that don't know me talk words like that over me. Words are a very, very powerful thing. And I know a lot of you, you understand what I mean. Some of you, you really don't. Gestures, movement, these things are powerful. If you don't know what you're doing, you should not do it. I mean, even shaking your head is a powerful gesture. Powerful gesture. Shaking your head is a powerful gesture. You need to know what you're doing, what your thoughts are when you're doing certain things, and you're thinking certain things, and you're making certain movements and motions and gestures, and because these things play a part not only to you but in other people's lives all over the place. You need to know that these what you're doing, or and I don't know, I don't believe that most people, I don't think that the power is there for them to just do this or do that, and with most people, and that this happens or that happens. You have to be really concentrated. You know what I mean? If you're just downright just evil, and you're concentrating really, really hard on doing something bad to somebody, because you just don't like them, or she took your boyfriend, or he took your girlfriend, or his, her mom is dating your dad, or who gives it? No, we need to be more alert and aware of what we're doing and what we're saying. We need to. There's a lot of things that need to be learned, discussed, put in place, and practiced, even if it means practicing not to do those things, practicing not to practice those things, because those things are nothing to mess with. There's nothing to play with, and trust me, they're nothing to play with. If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't be doing it. I mean, things are I don't know about other people. I know about me. I know that I have I'm not a because sometimes when people, if they think about Virgo, we'll say that they Virgo, oh, Virgo is the martyr of the, no, that's not what that is. It's not being or putting yourself in a position of being a martyr. That's not what that is. What it is you have all of the heart and the spirit that belongs to the world. You carry it all with you. And every time you go in a crowd or past a person, whatever negativity that's been pulling that person down, whether it's from work or just arguing at home or disagreements with the kids, or I walk past them and I take that negativity with me as I keep walking. And that person comes up out of that. The thing is, not everybody can burn negativity, derogatory issues that are energy. Not everyone is not built or made to burn up that type of energy. Like kids, they burn up energy from playing baseball, and what I mean? That's different. The negative type of energies that stick to people and grow inside of people because of negative things that happen to them day in and day out, or childhood traumas, past tense, things. These things, even though you cleanse You can't cleanse that. You can't do your cleansing, and that is cleansed away. It will take I'll say, I use the word heat. It'll take the heat of it. It puts it dormant, and this is on everybody. It makes it dormant, you know. So it's not, uh, it's not living. It's dormant. But is it on you? Yeah, yeah. But can it get? Yeah, you can get it off. But a lot of times when it comes off, you don't even know that it came off until you stop and you think about how much straighter your back is. You know what I mean? How much higher your head is lifted. How your eyes are clearer, crystal clear now. You're looking through them, and it looks normal. I mean, everything looks bright to you. You're outside, but that's because you've had that glaze of that, like a shed or a shield or a coating over top of your body, across your eyes and all, that you can't just go and wash off. You were in the vicinity, in the area, or talking with, or walked past, or lived next to, or a person that the negative energy that is connected to you, they have it's like a magnet. And as they appear and they disappear, walking, riding, whatever, it goes with them. You know what? When you see those tarot cards, and it's which card is that? One of them is I want to say, is that a five, or it shows she's a lady, but she's bald. She don't look like a lady, but she's a female, and she's in this tower at the top, and she's like leaning back, like out of the window, like she's falling out of the window, and there are knives. It's a swords card. There are knives up underneath her. The swords are underneath her, and around the side of the building, you can see the moon, and you see the cold, wind, the breath of the moon pulling at like the top of her head, like pulling, and it's like she's being pulled. You know what I mean? Like she's being pulled by the moon. The breath of the moon is pulling her. It's like that. That layer comes off of you. That is, it's whatever negativities, it's that negativity. It comes off of you. Whether if that person is driving by, riding a bike, walking by, you know what I mean? It comes off like a magnet, and it connects to a person like me. And you don't realize that heaviness that you had is lifted and gone until you stop to really think about it. And I feel good. I feel great. I'm sleeping good. I'm rested. Because I'm made in a way, and I can't explain to you how I'm made. I mean, I don't know. I just know what I do. Anything any living thing that has negativity on it, that not something that's purely evil or anything like that, sure, it'll pull negativity off of it, but it's not going to pull it and attach it to me. If it's resisting, and this is what I'm guessing this, because I can't think of any other way that it could be. It could be another way, but I just really don't feel like it is. So These are not words from someone else. This is things that I put together learning myself, learning my own body and my own thoughts. And if it's something that's say it's an entity or something like that, depending on the type of entity that it is, if it's a real nasty evil, you know, maybe some of the negativity from it would stick to me, but not the entity itself, because the entity itself or the demon itself is going to be fighting, struggling not to connect to me, because they know they're going to burn up. So they're going to be struggling. And the pull for that brings the negativity, I don't feel like because when it happens a lot of times you can feel it. I can feel it. I don't think that the pull is strong enough, or either that I haven't worked on that to make it stronger to pull that type of thing. I don't really think I want to. I really, really don't. But it does pull from a human being. It will take the negativity from that human being and it will stick it to me like a magnet. And after a certain amount of time, or wherever I'm at, however I fill up with, it fills up on me. Once it does, my body gets really, really, really hot. Like if you're near me and it's cold, you won't be cold because you're gonna feel all the heat from my body. My body it gets really hot, and if you touch me, you're like, God, you're hot. Are you okay? You might think I was sick, but I don't feel that. I don't feel like if you touch me and my body's real hot, I'm not hot. I'm not hot at all. I'm pretty cool. But if you touch me, it's like my skin is on fire. And it takes me, depending on how much negative energy that I walk around, or I walked past and that stuck to me, it'll take me a day or two, and I'll burn that energy right up, and it recycles, and it goes back to where I picked it up at. But if it's really, really, really heavy, it'll take me 2-3 days. But usually it doesn't. It takes me a day, maybe two. Maybe a half a day, maybe a day and a half. You know what I mean? It depends on how much how much has left, its person and stuck to me. And I don't do anything to make it activate. It gets onto my body. I guess my body stores it. I guess it stores it like if it was packing, like packing luggage or something. And when it's full, my body just starts to get really hot. But it's not hot to me. If you touch me, to you I'm burning up. But if I touch me, it's cool. It's cool. My skin is cool as it want to be. But it's burning up that energy. And when when the negativity is burned up, the good energy goes back to where it came from. Don't ask me to explain it. Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me, please, because I can't answer that question. I don't know why it does that. I don't know, but it does. And the way that I know that it does is because of the way that I feel. I can feel it when it's coming onto me and when it's leaving. I can feel it in my whole body. Sometimes I get lightheaded and dizzy because it'll just, and I get lightheaded. I get dizzy. And sometimes when it's coming on to me, I may even feel nauseous, because it's, coming on. It's coming on me. It's coming. So I don't know how. So don't ask me. I don't know. But my point being is, I addressed what had to be addressed at the time that it had to be addressed. I love myself more than anything, just like anybody else. I am I am a selfless person. There aren't a lot of us, but there are selfless people. I am a selfless person. I'm the person that would see someone in the street and take my socks and shoes off and give them to them. And I don't want anything in return. Now, I did address what I had to address, but for me to do things that maybe someone else would do, I need different circumstances. I need different things sitting in front of me because I'm I'm doing other things. I'm working other things, and no matter